Today we are comparing the new Callaway Apex Ai200 against the TaylorMade P790. So two clubs in this hollow bodied category, and let's face it, the P790 is arguably the leading contender in this category. This has been my best selling club for the past 2 years. We've now got the introduction of the Apex Ai200 from Callaway. I want to see what the difference is, if there is any difference. Okay, if you haven't checked out my recent video on the new Ai200 and 300, do check that out. What I found was with this club in particular, it felt really soft. Okay, and that's what the torque is all around. It's around trying to get that sort of feel and the sound. So let's begin by looking at this playing position, because they are quite different. One thing that's quite noticeable actually is the sort of footprint of the Callaway is a bit smaller. Okay, so if I'm looking directly at sort of forgiveness, I almost feel like that TaylorMade P790 just looks that little bit easier to hit. Both slightly different sort of finishes. Really, you know, I always think that the aesthetics is very personal. Probably side on the P790 in terms of visuals, but you know, that's only personal really, to be honest. I think, as I said, in the playing position, both very different. Let's kick off with the Ai200 from Callaway. Okay. Yeah, so same again there, you know, that feel is just incredible really, you know. And again, if you are looking at these two clubs, you're probably a decent golfer, but you're looking for that combination of looks, feel, but you want some help with forgiveness and distance as well. And this does seem to be ticking the boxes. It does feel really hot off the face, I must admit. Feels really, really good. Again, my only, if there was like a small reservation, is that the footprint, it is a fraction small, but yeah, I've got the Ai300 as well. It's a little bit bigger. That was a little bit off the bottom, and you can see that ball speed just drop ever so slightly. Distance has dropped off a touch. Solid again. Yeah, getting some good numbers. I must admit, you know, the distance numbers are really impressive, really. You know, 185 carry there for a 6-iron. We know it's 30 degrees, so it's a little bit strong, but still pretty good. Okay, pretty solid there. So yeah, super impressed. As my review was last week, you know, I feel like they've done a great job. Nice upgrade from the Apex, particularly the feel and the sound. So really, really good job with that. Okay, so now into the TaylorMade P790. This is clearly leading the way in this category. So let's see if it can maintain that, and let's see it against the Callaway. So popular. You know, I think looks, feel, everything about it has just been really good for this type of club. Yeah, solid, really good. Yeah, good distance, steady spin number there at 5,000. Solid again. Yeah, 182. Yeah, I like everything that TaylorMade have done with this club. You know, it's a real nice blend of what they're looking for in terms of, you know, it's got obviously the forged face, but it has got the tech in there with the speed foam there to try and retain that ball speed. Didn't feel as good, that one, but again, not a disaster. Pretty solid hit. Yeah, really good. Okay, let's just try one more. Yeah, solid again. Yeah, I mean, I felt like I hit them both good, to be honest. I think there's always that natural confidence of the 790 because I've done so much testing with it, but let's take a closer look. So starting with the dispersion, yeah, I mean, you'll see there dispersion there with the P790. I mean, it's a non-contest, isn't it? You know, so so tight, so predictable. Strangely enough, you know, with that Ai200, I don't tend to hit it right that much. But yeah, that has consistently gone a little bit right there. But yeah, I'd say the 790 there in terms of dispersion definitely does the job. And then just looking at some of the key numbers, as I said, I think a big part of this type of club is that there is that element of speed and distance as well that we need to be mindful of. And first looks quite similar, doesn't it? You know, the club speed, ball speed, yeah, a little bit more ball speed out of the 790. Slightly higher launch with the 790, again, not a lot. Spin very similar, height similar, distance almost identical, 181, 182. Carry. So yeah, I'd say numbers and speed numbers are great. So if you're going for distance, both almost identical. If you're going for feel and sound, I would probably say the Callaway edges it. But in terms of performance today, purely on dispersion, the King, the TaylorMade P790 does the job yet again. As always, guys, if this is your first time watching the channel, please don't hesitate to subscribe. I look forward to seeing you again very soon.